Okay, 7th grade, this is video number 1 on Monday. Got my objective written at the top of lesson 2. We are on page S.7. We are going to learn how to model the addition of integers on a number line. So integers are whole numbers. They can be positive, they can be negative, but we're going to show how can we model them on number lines. So this was your do now. Suppose you received $10 from your grandmother for your birthday. You spent $4 on snacks. Using only addition, how would you write an equation to represent this situation? So I know a lot of people were thinking maybe we could do, well, $10 minus the 4 that you spent, you will have $6 left over. But this asks us use addition. So how could we do that? Well, we could start with our 10. And we can add a negative, because subtracting 4 and adding negative 4 is the same thing. That still gives us 6. So make sure you have this filled in for exercise 1A. Now, how would we model that? So when we are modeling on a number line, we always start at 0. So we have to go from 0 to our first number, which is positive 10. So right above 0, I draw an arrow that goes up to positive 10, and I stop right there. That's this part. Plus negative 4. So now negative means down. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop at 6. 10 plus negative 4 equals 6. And I circle that number where we stop. So take a second and make sure you have both of these completed before we look at example 1. So complete the steps to find the sum of negative 2 plus 3 by filling in the blanks. Model the equation using straight arrows called vectors on the number line below. So we would place the tail of the arrow. If we were modeling this, we would always start with, just like we did here, the tail of our arrow on 0. Then we would draw the arrow 2 units to the left of 0 and stop at negative 2. The direction of the arrow is to the left, since we are counting down from 0, negative 2, down. Start the next arrow at the end of the first arrow, or at negative 2, and draw the second arrow 3 units to the right, since we are counting up from negative 2. And if we did that, we would stop at 1. So let's draw that here. Let's make a number line. You should do this. We've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 1, negative 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's follow this. Place the tail of the arrow on 0, 2 units to the left, and stop at negative 2. Start the next arrow at the end of the first arrow. Draw the second arrow 3 units to the right. Stop at positive 1. Circle positive 1. Okay, so that's the end of video 1. In video 2, we're going to skip all the way to exercise 2A on page S.7.